Have you been selling cars for less than 2 years? And for whatever reason, you just can't seem to figure it out. You're not very good at it. You don't seem to have the talent. You're thinking about quitting. If you're willing to stick with me here for a little bit to the end of this video, I might be able to help you and change your mind because I think that you stumbled across the right video. All right, before we get to the video, I need a little bit of your help. Please like, comment, subscribe if you haven't done that, and most importantly, please send this video to one or two people that you know could really use some motivation, and maybe this video will just help them out. All right, let's get right to it. Look at the title of my channel. It's Hustle Over Talent. If you don't feel like you have the talent, that's okay. Neither did I. When I first started selling cars, I was terrible. Absolutely terrible. And the craziest part about it is, before I went to a new car store, I sold at a pot lot, buy here, pay here, use little tiny lot, whatever you want to call it. And I did fairly well at this place. I did better than average based on previous employers at this place. So it kind of gave me a false sense of hope on, my talent. And when I took that talent to the new car store, boy, was I humbled. I was humbled. I had competition. I was terrible. I didn't do very good. I didn't make much money. I thought about quitting numerous times. I would have to think my managers probably convinced me not to quit. Man, 3 or 4 times at minimum, 3 or 4 times. But if you're willing to stick with me through this video, follow this channel, here's 2 promises I'm going to make to you. I believe in my heart that I can help you turn this into a career regardless of how talented you are, if you're willing to be the part that's needed. That's the hustle. If you are committed and willing to put forth the hustle, we won't have to worry about the talent. And the second thing I'm willing to tell you and promise you is, at the end of these videos, there's no course. There's no magic bullet that I'm going to sell you. Nothing. Okay. Those courses are already out there. Those selling techniques, those selling manuals, they're all out there. And I'll tell you the good ones that I've used. But I'm going to give it to you for free. I'm going to give this to you for free. No course. Okay. If I sell anything, it's going to be one-on-one time. Okay, so here's what I need you to think about. I need you to think about when you show up and you're going through the motions. Okay, here's what I need. I need you to commit moving forward to accepting all responsibility. Accept it. Accept all responsibility for the actions, for the outcomes. Here's what I mean. I started to improve my career when I decided that every single customer that I came in contact to, phone, internet, walk-in traffic, if I did not sell them a vehicle, it was 100% my fault. Now, the reason why I decided to do this was I watched other salespeople, and it still happens today. Every time a lead comes in, a walk-in traffic comes in, a phone call comes in, and that salesperson doesn't sell them a vehicle, they find the closest salesperson that they can to walk up to talk and explain to that salesperson how that customer was a waste of time, wasn't even looking, unrealistic expectations, want what we don't have. And this happens every day, over and over and over again. And I started to wonder, why does this happen? Why do salespeople, after they fail, why do they find the closest salesperson to go justify why they didn't sell them a car? Why do they do that? And if you study humans, It's pretty easy to know why. Nobody likes to fail. Nobody likes to really take responsibility, especially when they don't feel like they're in complete control of the situation. And I'm not going to say that salespeople are wrong of what they're saying. If a customer comes in, I'm not going to say, oh, yeah, you're wrong. But the thing that I did that made the most difference in my career was I accepted responsibility for every single customer I came in contact to. If I did not sell them, I did something wrong. I did something wrong. And it didn't matter how much time they had. We didn't have what they were looking at. They just didn't matter what the reason, what the customer said. Did not matter. Did not matter. Every single time, I put that on me. And here's the reason why I did that. Okay? Now, this is probably hard for a lot of people to understand, because this is going to have to, you're going to have to train yourself to be willing to accept defeat. But the great thing is, that's where the hustle part comes in. Okay? The talent just wants to talk about what they did and how good they are and all that stuff. But the hustle part is, we're going to figure it all out. We're going to dive in. We're going to work harder than everybody. We're going to figure it out. So when you go outside, you go talk to a customer, it doesn't matter what happens, but you don't sell them a car. Okay? I need you to go inside, and I need you to replay that entire interaction with that customer in your mind. Just think about that entire interaction with that customer, and just think about what you did, what they said, what you could have said, why didn't you do this, and just start thinking about everything that you did. What you're going to realize is, yourself is going to pull through the Rolodex in your mind, and it's going to give you the answers. It's going to tell you, you didn't do this. When you were showing them the vehicle, you didn't pull it out. You didn't open up all the doors. Oh, you didn't even ask the customer to go on a test drive. Oh, you didn't even invite the customer to come in to look at numbers. You didn't even know why they wanted to buy the vehicle. You didn't know where they were from. You didn't know what vehicle they were trading in. You didn't know what their pain point was, why they even showed up in the first place. You didn't even know who the vehicle was for. There was going to be thousands of these reasons. And when you figure that out, and you're like, dang, it's right. Yep, I should have done that. I should have done this. I should have done this. You extract that from your mind, okay? Put that into your tool belt for the next time. If you do this every single customer, you're going to eventually know exactly what to do down the road when you have customers come in, because you're going to replay all these situations. You're going to start to replay them, and you're going to catch yourself. The problem for most people is they don't do that. They don't take the responsibility. So what they do is it's like Groundhog's Day. They repeat these same mistakes over and over and over again because they're blaming the customer. Okay, so this is the simplest thing. Costs you zero money. Doesn't require any sales training. It requires you to make a commitment to yourself. Accept all responsibility. If a customer comes in contact with me, or I come in contact with a customer, and they do not buy a vehicle from me, it is my fault, and I have to figure out why. That's number one. That's the first thing I did. And man, did it make a huge, huge difference in my life. And I'm happy, more happy to talk more about that with you. Okay? But that's the number one thing that actually changed my career. And second thing that changed my career. Remember when I told you I wasn't going to sell you a course? Okay, I'm not going to do that. But I got to tell you, there's some sales training out there that I've listened to, and I still listen to. And if you're not the most talented person and you're not the one that's crushing it, it's possible that you need this. Okay? It's possible that you need some sort of sales training in your life. Okay? Happy if you comment, DM me, whatever. I can explain to you the ones that I've listened to, point you in the right direction. Man, there's a lot of free stuff on YouTube. But I suggest that you do some structured sales training and make it a daily habit to listen to it, especially if you don't feel like the talent's there. Again, this is something that I did on a daily basis. I was willing to put forth the hustle and listen to it every day. I didn't worry about their egos and are they full of shit, and oh, sales trainers only sell because they can't sell cars, and all this stuff that salespeople would talk about. I didn't care. I was looking for a structure for myself. I was looking to get myself a blueprint on how I could sell cars. And everybody's different. Everybody's personality, the way they talk, the way they interact, we're all going to be different. So all here's the thing, like I'm saying, the sales training, I could come up with the course and I could put the repurposed stuff together and give it to you. But I don't know if the way I sell cars and the way I go about it, I don't know if that's the perfect way for you. Okay, it's not a one size fit all. I don't think so. So you got to find the people in that you drive with and that makes the most sense and get you comfortable to sell cars the way you want to. And hey, maybe just watching all these videos that I put out, maybe it's all you need. I'm going to try to give you everything that you need. But we got to find some sales training to listen to on a daily basis, okay? I don't care if it's me. I don't care if it's Grant Cardone, Andy Elliott, Jeremy Minor. There's a list goes on and on and on and on. Pull up TikTok and everybody's a freaking sales trainer, but just something, okay? Just something to get you through. I think if you're willing to do those two things and stick to those two things for a month, your mindset will start to shift. Okay, your mindset will start to shift. You got to be consistent with it. You got to stick with it. Be willing to do it every single day. Don't skip a beat. And if you're willing to do that, then some of the other stuff that I talk about might make a little bit of a difference in your life. Because I promise you, this career, it's amazing. It's done me so well. I'm in this 20 plus years and I love it. I love every minute of it. Here's one other little nugget I'll give you. Depending on where you're at in your personal life, okay? If you don't have kids, you're not married, maybe you don't even have a girlfriend at the moment, and you're truly, truly committed to your success, spend every single minute you can at the dealership. Spend every single minute at the dealership, okay? Be willing to put in all the time. Speed it up, right? The more time you spend at the dealership, the faster you start to get all this, the faster it starts to come together. Because there'll come a day in your life, just like me, where it's like, I got a family, I got kids, and I love my time off, okay? But when I was young and I didn't have family, I didn't have kids, I realized if I'm not at the dealership, I'm spending money. So if I spent more time at the dealership, I just got better. And that's another thing I think people are a little bit afraid to kind of do, right? Because they value their time off, which I agree. I value my time off too. But if success is something that's important to you and you want to figure it out, consistency and time are going to be your two advocates, the two superpowers, time and consistency. And you can speed up time. You can speed it up. The more you're at the dealership, the faster it goes for you. So do me a favor, okay? Don't quit. Don't give up. Do not give up. We got this. We can do this, okay? Share this video with somebody that you know, somebody else that's struggling. I know I ramble on a little bit. All of this that I give you guys is literally as I'm driving to work. I'm just thinking through my mind of what I've been through. Okay, I'm not scripting anything here for you. Like I said, I'm not even trying to sell you a course. I don't even know where this is going to go other than I just want to help you personally get better and eventually be able to provide for your family and have a great life. Show up, dress sharp, dress clean. It's possible. I know it's possible because I did it. Barely graduated high school. Stumbled upon a career I knew nothing about. And now I'm a general manager of a dealership. I've worked my way up through the ranks. It's possible, I promise you guys. Hey, have a great day. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
We all show up, but we ain't built the same. One's chasing glory, one's playing the game. One's got the gift, don't break a sweat. The other's out here grinding with nothing left. One wants the crowd, the lights, the fame. The other's in the dark, just building a name. One was born with it, one had to grow. One's got talent, one's got hustle.